position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Back to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught downfield.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's up. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt, to win the SEC is a long road. You know about that, I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you have that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the 1st quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
He'll He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes the easy one to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Drive alive on third down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Got his man quickly. Turns it on in midfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
Under fire with the catch. It's Moore. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
Yeah, he's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
With the score, Texas 7,
Last play of the period, first down here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Ott. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down mark. Wants to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Trying to get it to the marker. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
You know, that's a good decision, I think, to go for it on 4th down because you're in the middle of the field. Even if you don't get it, your defense isn't in an awful position running back on, but they're able to get the 4th. They keep the drive alive. Let's see what they do next.
And the Sooners are on the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. The official says no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete in the middle. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
He's got it on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires left. He makes a catch. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He wants to change this route. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Looking to buy time. Complete downfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. No good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pulls it in. It's Lockett. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. He's got him in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rush is on him. On the move, he fires. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Just keeps swinging it. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Sooner Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Finds his man. It's Sategna. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pulls it in. It's up. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Calls his own number. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, at this point of the game, game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on, they execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
They'll give it to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Manning. Setting up the screen. Across the 25. Turning it on! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Running back searching for a hole.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And the Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack.
Texas 17, Oklahoma 0.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Now the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Catch in the middle. It's up. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He fires one deep down the right side. Picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Creates a little space. Breaks the tackle. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
They'll turn to the Wildcat. that to keep this drive alive. Back has it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Keeps looking downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And his passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Sooners are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch. It's LC.TEXASvsOU. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
The short hands, it's LC.TEXASvsOU. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy block, blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continue to throw these screens to playmakers.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Ott. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Now on the move. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Using his legs to buy some time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run play action. On target. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now we're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. To running room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College